proceed.
I'm Nick. I'm Sam. This is our project, AppInventor project. We made an app called Tomb Escape.
So basically, our first day we had trouble thinking of an idea. We wanted to entertain the audience and also get familiar with AppInventor. So, I guess we made a really cool escape maze game. So we got the inspiration from like a Google image. We just found it online. We're just searching the internet for an idea, and we found that. And this app, the purpose of the app is to entertain you. It definitely entertained us for a couple of hours, like the coding, the playing, everything. And our overall goal was to get better at coding, and that's what happened. Some of the rules and features would be, there are 3 arrows to move the zombie throughout the maze. One of the arrows would make you move forward. Every time you press it, it would make you move 1 step forward. The other 2 arrows would change the direction of the zombie. And each level, you would have to reach the exit. Once you reach the exit, you go to the next level. And there are 3 levels in the entire game. And I guess another cool feature would be we embedded a key in it, and then so there's a key and a gate. You wouldn't be able to pass the gate unless you had the key. So, and I guess there was also a timer to see how fast you would go. And I guess you could keep playing over and over to get your fastest time.
So this is some sample code. Since each level is essentially a giant maze with walls and paths you can walk on, we represented each wall as an X in an array, or like a 2-dimensional array, and then each 0 is essentially a place you can walk to. And then also over here we have a ton of global variables that we change and access in all of our code. So this is one of the functions. This is the main function essentially. It's the move function. So when you hit move, figures out which direction you're currently looking in. So if you're looking in direction 0, that means you're looking up, and 1, 2, and 3 would be effectively around. And then it needs to figure out, is the space in front of you like an open area, or is it a wall? If it's a wall, you can't move. If it's a door, and you have the key, you can get through. If it's a door and you don't have the key, you can't get through, and all that. And then over here, we just have 2 functions. For when you hit the right button, it changes your direction, and with the left button, it changes your direction as well. So we had quite a few challenges and problems while making this. The main thing being AppInventor and its limitations. The first one was we found that arrays, and more specifically 2D arrays, were not very flexible and easy to use. We didn't figure out how you could change a specific value in a 2D array. And functions were also a little bit difficult to work with, like getting return values and everything like that. And then the physical representation of the code. So when you have a lot of code on the screen, it's a little frustrating when you want to like move to a different part of it. And then another thing is like the movement system, which you saw, which is the main function of the code. And then the door and key system is a bit of a challenge.
And this is our demo right here. Should we play it in here? Or?
Whichever one. That'll work in there. If you go to Chrome, that
Main menu. Yeah. Help screen. Those are all the directions. This is the game. First level. This is the gate you were talking about. You can't get past the key. eventually you want to move or weave through the maze as fast as possible. This is the timer.
Yeah. Like, there are 2 more levels and we sped up this book.
And then at the top of the screen, it'll show what level you are. So right now, you probably can't see it, but it says 2 out of 3. And we had to design the maps by ourselves. We used paint, which is really annoying, really frustrating.
This is the win screen. Shows you some. Where was the presentation?
PowerPoint.
So we played this game multiple times, and our high score was I think it was 45 seconds or something like that. Yeah, it was pretty challenging. Alright, so if we were to improve this app, make a 2.0 version, I guess we would make a high score table that would just record your score every time you would play, and if you would beat it, it would record that also. It would be your best score, maybe your top 3 scores. And then it would also, since there's only 3 levels, there were, if you play the game a bunch of times, just the same 3 levels. So we would want to improve it by randomly generating more levels. So we would find an algorithm that would make a path, and then do some other, make some other walls and mazes to make it a little more complex, harder, and would also make it bigger, maybe more keys and stuff. And another improvement we can make is more sound effects, or not more sound effects, but sound effects. Every time you hit a key, it would go ding, and every time you go through a door, it would vibrate your phone or something like that. And then, if we really wanted to make an even more advanced version, we'd make portals so you can go through one level to maybe a secret level in it or something like that. Maybe some hidden keys, and then would also maybe instead of a wall, would make a hole. So if you went out of bounds, you would die instead of just being blocked and not able to move. And would also make a monster, something that would follow you around, and if you took too long, would eat you or something like that.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thank you.